Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vancouver. We're on a very, very short flight across to Victoria. Normally this would be obviously flown by a something like a Dash or something, but we're using a CRJ 550. Air Canada, as I mentioned before when I've flown this, don't actually have any CRJ 550s as far as I'm aware. So this is in probably all respects it's not a fictional flight, because I do fly this route, but I'm flying it with a fictional plane, if you like. They wouldn't use this in reality. So, but nonetheless, we are here. So let's get underway and so we have better luck with the CRJ than we did earlier on. So if we come to, well, first of all we want to have a look at the fuel. Performance. So our fuel load today, how much do we need? Not a lot, because it's such a short hop. 2209 literally. So yeah, that's literally all we need fuel wise. So if we come back up to the checklists, so let's have a look. APU, APU. So the first thing you've got to probably do is get the APU on. Oops. What am I doing? The battery on, actually. We are battery on, fuel on, and APU. Start. So hopefully that will start doing APU-y sort of things, which it is. It's a good start, isn't it? There we go. So it's going to be interesting to see what fun we have. Will we be able to engage the autopilot? Will we be able to turn off the yaw dampener? Will I get through a flight on the CRJ without swearing? All these questions and more answered in this video. So sit back, relax, and wait and see what happens. I think we've got a pretty shrewd idea. But anyway, let's let it do its thing. Will I do a mega float on landing? Probably yes to all those. Okay, so we've got the APU up and running. We need hydraulic 3A on. There we go. Refer back down to this. ELT needs to be armed. Is that armed? If it isn't, it will be in a minute. Yes, it is armed. Checked. Windshield heat low. Let's try and get this plane set up a bit quicker, shall we, this time? Oops. Okay. Don't like that. Low. Emergency lights armed. I always do that wrong. There we go. Checked. Nose wheel steering off. Yeah, that's good. Clock set. Checked. Checked. Yaw. Now this is where you engage a yaw dampener. This is where it didn't work last time. Let's have a look. Is it still up on our screen? Yes, it is. See, it remains yellow on the screen. Doesn't go away. So we will have to try and engage that later. Not sure what's going on there. Okay, passenger signs on, landing elevation set. Can't really do a lot of landing elevation, doesn't give me a... So, no smoking, seatbelts both on. Landing range set, QNH set, FMS, IRS aligned. So let's get those things aligned. There we go. There we are. We'll program in. I tell you what, we're going to program up the FMS now. So let's get the position in its set. There we go. Awesome. So we are in CYVR. Okay. Awesome. Yes. Flight plan. So CYVR. Going to CYYJ. CYYJ. So it's direct to AP. Direct to AP, and then from AP it's APAS 6. Execute. Depart arrival. So we come back to there. We want what are we landing on? 9. ILS 9, I think. ILS 9. By the AirPass 6 arrival. Transition booth he can in. We've got a choice of transitionals. So coming in from AP there. AirPass. Doesn't even really give. I don't even know where these places. Well, it's not going to be booth. It's certainly going to be Kennins that's already up there, and it's not going to be any of them. So yeah, it's not going to be any transition. So transition is vectors. Yeah, execute. We'll take that. Get clue. And then vectors in. We can live with that. Flight plan. Next page. Legs rather. So I want to delete out that. I want to delete out the second one. Execute. I want to delete out those. Execute. Right. So we got that. Performance. Index. It's my performance page. Ah, Jesus. Why can't I find my performance page? Where is it? Edition. It's all the way here. Performance, there we are, so what I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to here, go to performance, copy performance in data to FMS. There we go, flip back to the checklists. Cruising altitude, flight level 110. There we are, 11,000 feet. Execute that. Oh yeah, I forgot we had the VNAV thing. It tells you what rate to descend at, you idiot. Oh god, I keep so much functionality of this aircraft, I keep forgetting. Right, let's pop back to the legs page. So we're happy we got the FMC all initialized. So what we're going to do now, see what we've got to set up next. So we're all set up on the FMC. Let's just skip back CYVR. Let's see where we are. We're departing 8 right, so we need to push back as this. So IRS should be aligned. Radios, nav, aids, takeoff briefing complete. APU is on. Electric set closed. Beacon light on. Fuel pumps, hydraulics. We got all those on. There we are. Beacon light on. Hydraulics on. Parking brake on off. We are cleared to start. We got ground connections there. We need to remove those. Let's get those out of the way. There we go. Let's begin push back. Some brakes. All the way down here. So we are pushing back from the gate now. Well, we will be in a minute. Hopefully we're pushing back from it. Right, we're pushing back from the gate? I don't know. Are we? Thought I took the brake off. Can we push back from the gate, please? One more time. Push back from our gate. Jeez, it's getting painful. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologise for the delay in depart. You know, I'm just gonna fucking bloody annoying. There we go. I've sworn. The CRJ has made me swear. There we go. Bing. You just knew it's gonna happen, right? What is the Q&H here in CYVR? Because of course we don't get that data. It doesn't automatically set either. Well, there goes my hopes of a quick start, right? CYVR. Apparently, it's classified top secret. Yeah, that bloody app won't open. There, sworn again. Bing! Okay, this is just painful. Just add some basic functionality to this aircraft, please. 1019. You know that you get sort of on. Of course, that's in the way. There. That should do it. There we go. Right. One last chance to make me push back. You know what? Just get stuffed then. See if I care. Right, to start the engines myself and do taxiing stuff myself. Screw you. There we are, starting up the engines. No thanks to that. So we're going to be cruising at an altitude of 11,000 feet. Departing out runway 7. So I'm going to be using heading select. Speed select, increase speed to 250. Let's get our other engine started. As there's such short flights, there'll be no wing views. I'll literally fly the whole thing from the cockpit in one go because it's just so ridiculously short. As we power up the other engine. Right, so bleed valves auto, generators auto, electrics checked and bleed valves. I think we need to put the brakes back on. Jabba spotted that. Okay, so generators are on auto. Bleeds, recircs can come on. Left packs on. So packs on. Bleed valves auto. Where are my bleed valves? Can't really see actually. Oh god, this is freaking annoying. Can I have a cockpit view that will actually tell me what this freaking switches are? That's this air, recircs, anyway, anti-ice. This is battery. Where it bleeds? Oh, here. Normal. Both engines. Close. So isolation valve. Bleed. Oh, there we are. Bleed valves are on auto. APU on. No, off rather. So APU off. Anti-ice systems on. Nose wheel steering armed. Taxi saps and flaps. Just that yaw dampener. There we go, brilliant. Lights. So we want nav lights. Don't need logo lights. Taxi lights. Signal signs are all good. I believe we're good to taxi out to our runway. There we go, so let's do it. Let's run Matey Boy over for not getting that tug sorted out for us. Serves you right. You annoying idiot. Now let's see, we got a taxi, so we need to come this way actually. Because we have got to taxi on down to the end of runway 8 right, and this is how we're going to reach it. Beautiful. I just realised it is a beautiful day here in Vancouver, and that's quite unusual. Well, actually, I suppose not this time of year, but typically it's one of those places where it likes to be cloudy and rain a lot. But look, glorious weather. There's some cloud over there, over the mountains in the distance. But for the most part, it's very pleasant. As we taxi on to our departure. So I'm going to bank left once we take off, because then that will bring us over the city. So we'll go on a little sightseeing tour before we join up with the main bit. In reality, you'd probably turn the other way, because I don't really probably want big massive jets flying over the city, but we're in a simulator, so we can take a few liberties. So yeah, we're going to turn left on departure and fly over the main city, and then we'll join up He's back. I don't want to take off on a taxiway, do we? I could probably take off on that. And we'll go down the full length. As I say, we're only cruising at 11,000 feet. Won't even stay at that altitude very long. Flight time is going to be in the region of not much more than about 20 minutes, this one. Maybe a little bit longer because we're not doing straight in departures, or straight out departures, straight in approach. So, okay, we're going to line ourselves up on runway 7, as I already said, for our departure out from Vancouver to Victoria. You can do this flight on a seaplane from the main city harbour bit. Right, but we are doing it in something a little bit faster. Strobes on, lights all on, everything else that needs to be on is on. I think we are cleared for takeoff. Everything's set right. Okay, let's go. Oh, I didn't set the takeoff speed. Toga. Crap. Set all. There we go. My God, look at the speed, the way we're speeding up. That's a bit exaggerated, no?
The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt.
What? Jesus. Freaking. Okay, we can see the city over to our left there. It's a little bit triangular, so let's fly over there and enjoy it a little bit closer up. Why are we climbing at such a freaking high rate? Jeez. A bit more gentle, will you? There we go. Did I put the flaps up yet? No. Have now. Let's have a little look outside the plane quickly. There we are. So you can see Vancouver, the main city, Stanley Park and everything blurs there. And a jump back in the cockpit before we do any stupid overspeeding. Okay, and we can now head round. If we look down, I don't know what we'll see. There we are, you can see some of the some of Stanley Park there. It's a beautiful place to walk around, by the way, Stanley Park. This whole area is beautiful, to be honest with you. Oops. Ease back up on that speed. Not too much. And there we go. Vancouver behind us there. Stunning as ever. Direct to ARP. Oh, right, not let us go direct ARP then? No. Let's increase that speed a little bit more. We'll stay on the local QNH. Let's go direct to EVGA then, shall we? Execute that and then switch to nav on there. Beautiful, there we go. What we now want to do very quickly is on here go to VNav, next page, descent info. So we are page on this. So Medber we want to be 2,300. So we go Medber, whack that in there. There we go. That'll tell us our rate of descent we need, and when we need it, keep this speed up. Just a little bit more range there. When we hit about 2,000, we'll start to descend back down again. Look, what a beautiful day! What an absolutely beautiful day across across Canada here and the surrounding area. Just absolutely staggeringly beautiful. Let's get some outside views again. Not sure what that is. A little bit of weird lighting on the water there, directly beneath us. Okay, so we're now going to begin our descent. We want to drop down to, in a minute, 4,000 feet. Well, Medber is 2,300, so we'll drop down to that actually. 2,100 VS down. There we are. So as you can see, we're already descending. Here speed 132. ILS is 108.7. Do we need that in? We probably do. There we go. 108.7. 9 the speed. 108.7. On those. Up. Just, oh man, it's so beautiful along here. Let's have a quick look, see if I can see Ganges on Salt Spring Island, where I flew into. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I can't see it at the moment. Must be around here somewhere. Further back up the other way, I think. Or is it? No, it's just down there actually. There we go. Lovely. 7,019 up. Okay, speed is good. We just need to set our decision height at 250. That range. There we go, let's get that plugged in. It's annoying when it does that. Oh, bugger off. See, I told you it's a short flight. Again, we really need a more appropriate aircraft to do flights like this, but oh well, we're just having a bit of fun. Should see the airport behind us, down over there somewhere. It's just a little bit out of view at the moment. For a little bit more speed. Oops. There we go. Landing lights and everything come back on. Seatbelt signs. Fasten seatbelt signs and everything back on. There we go. 1,000. I'm going to try and clear this mountain without hitting it, would be good. So yeah, this really was a very short flight, wasn't it? Very short.
Terrain.
We're clear of that, don't you worry.
Terrain.
Shut up. Further away from Blinking Mountain if we tried. I hope. Having said that, boom. Hey, there you look, we're 2,000 feet above it. Calm down. We got this. We can handle it. We know what we're doing. Actually, I'm not sure we do, but how much lower are we descending? Oh god, 2,300 feet, seriously. We need to... Oops, pull right back up. Oh, a little bit more. I'll tell you, we can actually go flaps 1 now. Get some flaps out. Oh God's sake, we're a little bit... We are actually quite uncomfortably low. I hope we're going to turn soon because that's some quite high terrain ahead of us there. Just giving you a scenic tour of beautiful Vancouver Island. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Realised this approach was actually quite so hilly. Medbus there, so we can probably we are going to turn in a minute, right? We're on the nav, so we should. Oh god, why are we so paid attention to the speed? We're not turning. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take matters into my own hands, otherwise we're going to hit those hills. Yes, that's exactly what I love to happen when I'm trying to perform tight turns and manoeuvres. There we go. Source localize 1. Alrighty. Not sure why CRJ didn't want to turn. Actually, I am sure, because it's a complete heap of annoying stuff. Let's try and avoid those rather high terrain there. On the approach mode. You can see the ILS doing a thing. So yeah, there we go. We're giving let's get Sky Dolly doing its thing. Giving everyone a nice scenic tour of Canada. That's what you want on this flight, yeah? You want to see the sun. Tell you what, I'm uncomfortable with how close we are to that hill. And feel a lot better if we track that way. There we go. That is better. Right, let's try and do a nice CRJ landing, and let's remember not to float it. What are we not going to do? We're not going to float it. Well, let's hope not anyway. So yeah, nice little sightseeing tour. Got to give the passengers value for their money on such a short flight, you know. Don't just want to, you know, whip straight there. It's such a short flight. Want to make it a bit more interesting than just a, you know, a straightforward little tiny hop across to Vancouver Island. Okay, the localizer is captured. Gonna think about slowing down soon. Let's get more flaps out. Don't want too much flaps. That should suffice. I'd kind of like to be able to see the runway, and I can't. I know it says somewhere. I just can't see it at all. It's one of those ones that really blends in, isn't it? That speed, I know it's there. Let's watch the glide slope. Oh yeah, now I see it. Okay. We're established on the glide slope. Don't want too much speed, as otherwise we're going to float this out like you would not believe. So, but conversely, we don't want to stall it out. A bit more speed because we're a little bit slow. Winds are across to our right. So this obviously is going on to my recommended destinations.
1,000.
That goes without saying. I did put my gear down, did I? I'm about to do a stupid thing, yeah. Check speed, checked. Stand by on the autopilot. Speed stabilised, approach stabilised. Wind 4 knots to the side. This is where we have to. We're a little bit slower than we would like, but hopefully that means we're not going to float it out.
500.
Whee! Didn't expect that to drop like nose drop like that.
400.
Oscillations don't help.
300.
I've got those under control, fortunately.
Minimums. 200. 100 minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, there we go. Cool. Why do we always manage to put so much flair into it? There's way too much flair. I think it was a pretty decent touchdown, just ridiculous amounts of flair. I don't think we deployed the ground spoilers either. Never mind. Anyway, welcome to Victoria. We'll have a look at that landing in a minute. I have a feeling we had a ridiculous amount of flare, probably as we came in a little bit too slow. I'm still not sure the flaps are set right. Well, yeah, I was going to leave the flaps down, wasn't I? And I'm going to leave the engine running for the replay as well. So yeah, we are here in Victoria. I think that was a pretty reasonable landing, actually, for the most part.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
So nice to be back in Victoria again. It's always a beautiful scenic location to visit. We'll just park ourselves next to these GA aircraft here. I'm sure where the main terminal bit is, actually. This is probably it. And then we'll take a peek. So let's just stop there. There we go. Just slam our parking brake on. Right, let's have a look at our landing rate. 23. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. That's genius. I love it. 23. There we go. Stop that recording. Right, let's have a look at our replay, shall we? That's making all those noises. Always has to make interesting noises, this plane.
Please remain in your seat.
1,000.
Look at the gears coming out of this. Look at these. Yeah, just way too much flare, I think. Way too nose up. I'm not sure why it does that. I think we just need to come in with a bit more speed. That's why we're so nose up, because we're coming in too slow. And then we just somehow managed to float it out. You can see when I disable the autopilot and it starts doing that little backing thing until I correct the trim. But yeah, we got, you look at this, the amount of look, there's something a little, it's just, I don't know, does this plane really come in with that much? I find it hard to believe. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't end up being not too far off a tail strike with this. So we come down. Oh, I tell you what, we only just, oh, that was, yeah. And then we float out, actually. Oh, look at that. But just huge, oh yeah, we really need to push the nose down quickly. Huge amounts of, yeah, that's interesting. Right, we'll have a wing view of that arrival. That just about brings us to the end of this flight. Realise you had a choice of flights. Thank you very much for choosing this one. I wish you a pleasant onward browsing journey. Hope to welcome you back on board again very near future. From here in Victoria, I bid you farewell and leave you with this wing view of the landing. Looks like we're trying to go into orbit. My word, it's really pitched up, isn't it? But yeah, beautiful British Columbia in Vancouver. Such an awesome part of the world. Still can't quite believe I've actually been there for real. It was absolutely epic. Every bit as amazing as you might imagine.
500. Don't sink.
Yeah, I think we needed a bit more speed. We probably came in way too slow. So yeah, but at least we didn't do a stupid massive float this time. So more speed, less pitch up, I think is the trick. So we'll get there with this aircraft.
200. Don't sink.
We only just made the runway actually, it was not ideal.
Don't sink. 50. 40. 30. 20. Don't sink. 10.
There we have it. Welcome to Victoria. And that's it. See you next time, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, I did record it. That helps. There we go. I'll leave you with just as we exit the runway there.